Hey there, Math Explorers!
Today, we're diving into the cool world of negative numbers. Imagine a number line. You've got your positive numbers on the right, stretching out like a never-ending road trip. Now, picture numbers going the opposite way, to the left of 0. That's where our negative number adventure begins.
Think of negative numbers like temperatures below 0. Brr, chilly, right?
We use a minus sign to show these numbers are below 0, like -5 degrees. Just like positive numbers count up, negative numbers count down. The further left you go on the number line, the smaller the negative number, meaning it's even colder.
We use negative numbers everywhere. They help us track money like owing someone $5.
Measure depths below sea level. Think deep sea diving.
And even understand sports scores like being down by 10 points in a game.
Ready to explore how these negative numbers work? Let's add, subtract, multiply, and divide with a dash of negativity.
Adding negative numbers might seem tricky, but it's a piece of pizza. Well, maybe a missing piece of pizza.
Imagine you owe your friend 2 slices of pizza, -2. Then you borrow another slice, -1. You now owe a total of 3 slices, -3. See? Adding negative numbers is like combining things you owe.
It's like saying if I'm down by 2, and then I go down by 1 more, how down am I? You're down by a total of 3.
Here's the rule. When adding 2 negative numbers, just add the numbers together like they're positive, then pop a minus sign in front. Easy peasy.
Subtracting negative numbers can be a brain bender, but think of it like removing a debt. Imagine you owe someone $5 minus 5. Your super generous friend decides to forgive you that debt. They're subtracting your $5 debt. What happens? You're back to 0.
Subtracting a negative is the same as adding a positive. Think of it like this. Removing a negative thought from your mind is like adding a positive thought.
Here's the rule. When subtracting a negative number, flip that minus sign into a plus sign and add away.
Time to multiply with a negative twist. Remember that multiplication is just repeated addition. So, 3 times 2 is just 2 plus 2 plus 2. Now let's get negative.
Imagine you borrow $2 from a friend 3 times. That's 3 times -2. You now owe a total of $6, which is -6. Multiplying a positive by a negative always gives you a negative answer. Now, what about multiplying 2 negatives together? Think of it like removing a debt you didn't actually owe. If a friend forgives you a $2 debt 3 times, they've essentially given you $6. That's -3 times -2 equals 6.
Here's the rule. When multiplying 2 negative numbers, the answer is always positive. Dividing with negatives follows the same rules as multiplication. Dividing a positive number by a negative or a negative number by a positive always results in a negative answer.
Think of dividing a debt amongst friends. If you owe $10, -10, and split it between 2 friends, each friend owes $5. -10 divided by 2 equals -5. But when you divide a negative by a negative, it's like removing equal parts of a debt. It's like multiplying by a fraction, which ultimately leads to a positive outcome.
Here's the rule. When dividing a negative number by a negative number, the answer is always positive. Ready to put your negative number skills to the test? Try these brain-tickling challenges.
Ice cream calculation. The temperature outside is -5 degrees. If it gets 8 degrees warmer, what will the temperature be?
Money matters. You owe your friend $7. You earn $10 from mowing lawns. After paying your friend back, how much money do you have?
Underwater exploration. A submarine dives 100 feet below sea level, then it dives another 50 feet. What is the submarine's final depth?
Answers and explanations. Ice cream calculation. Starting at -5 degrees, an increase of 8 degrees brings us to 3 degrees. -5 plus 8 equals 3.
Money matters. You start with -$7. Earning $10 changes your total to $3. -7 plus 10 equals 3.
Underwater exploration. The submarine starts at -100 feet and dives another 50 feet, ending at -150 feet. -100 plus -50 equals -150. That's a wrap on our negative number adventure. Remember, math can be fun and empowering. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be a negative number master. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome math tips and tricks. Until next time, stay positive and keep those math brains buzzing.